Hi, I'm Natalie MacNeil, and you are watching She Takes on the World TV, your weekly dose of soaring inspiration and practical advice for your business and your life. Today, I'm taking a question from one of our Facebook fans, and it's a good one that I get asked all the time. Natalie, thanks so much for the great episodes of She Takes on the World TV you put out each week. Well, you're very welcome. I love making these episodes for you. What I want to know is how I can learn to say no to things that I don't really think are in line with my business goals, but I really need the money. Here's my dilemma. I'm a photographer and I have so many ideas, but I spend all my time taking pictures at weddings right now because that is my bread and butter. I can always rely on that income even though I would rather be creating my own curated shows and selling my own pieces. How can I say no more often to work that pays my bills? I have talked to so many photographers in your shoes, and I think your example applies to a lot of other businesses as well, because I know so many entrepreneurs who either stay in a full-time job and then have their business as a side hustle, and they support that side hustle by earning that full-time income. Or I know business owners who take on a lot of service work to pay the bills, and I used to do that as well. So instead of focusing on your own idea, you're helping other people make progress on their ideas and help them launch things for their business because you need that extra income and can't afford to work solely on your own business yet. My recommendation to you is to look at your budget. Look at the income and all the different income streams that you're bringing in and whether or not you would be able to afford to drop that one stream of revenue. It sounds to me like you might not be there quite yet, but in that case, you want to look at your revenue coming in from that stream and decide how much of it you actually need in order to pay the bills. So for example, you might find that really you only need about 25% of the money that's coming in from that wedding stream. The other 75% is a nice added bonus to have coming in, but it's not really needed. So you could drop anything that isn't needed to meet your minimum monthly budget that you need in order to pay your bills and have the kind of lifestyle that you want. So don't take on any more than is absolutely necessary. So even though it would be tempting to say yes to everyone who asks you to shoot a wedding, you can say no a little more often. Maybe you don't need to take every single wedding that you're offered. Even if you say no to a few, make a conscious effort to spend that time working on those things that really light you up instead. Eventually, as you say no more often and free up more of your time for doing the things that really fulfill you, you'll find that you can eliminate weddings altogether if that's something that you have a goal of achieving in the future. And I think my friend Danielle LaPorte said it really, really well at the Limitless event that I hosted. She said, "A no thank you today leads to the right yes tomorrow." And that's the mindset shift that you have to make. The more you're saying no to things that don't really fulfill you, the more space you have in your life, the more space that you're creating for amazing opportunities to come your way that really are going to bring you so much joy. And I know that sometimes you have to do things to pay the bills, as long as you are still setting that intention to work on things that bring you joy and to say no when you don't really need that particular wedding or project or whatever it is to pay your bills. I used to have to do a ton of client work to pay my bills and to fund my dreams, even though it's not something I really wanted to be doing. I set up a schedule for 25 hours of my week that I had to spend doing client work because that's what I needed to meet my monthly revenue requirements. And then I set aside 20 hours of non-negotiable time for working on my passion project, which was She Takes on the World, and look where that led me to. It's been a magical ride, but I didn't always get to do this full time. The key for me was creating a budget so that I had a plan for reducing my client hours and doing the work that really mattered to me and the work that my heart was really set on doing. Without a budget, it's really hard to plan for the future and to plan for what you can say no to and what you absolutely have to say yes to in order to make your budget work. So my actionable for you this week is to create your own budget so that you can figure out what your cap is on work that you don't really want to be doing, so that you know exactly where the money is coming from, where the money is going, and having a plan for spending more time doing the work that really lights you up. I know that creating a budget is not the funnest thing in the world, but it is absolutely critical so that you can take your business to where you want it to go. So I really recommend that you hire a bookkeeper or an accountant to help you with this if you haven't already. My CFO and my accountant are worth their weight in gold, and really the amount that I spend on them on an annual basis is returned to me in so many different ways. It's amazing to have somebody who can help you with your budgets and your financial planning. So I strongly suggest that you get somebody to help you with this, but if you don't have anyone to help you, there are a few tools that I really like as well. I really like Wave Accounting for a great snapshot of your business finances as well as personal. There's also LearnVest.com and Mint.com that have some really great tools and exercises that can help you get your finances in order. Having your finances in order is the only way you're going to be able to shift your business to a place of always getting to focus on the things that really light you up and bring you joy. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I hope this helps you to get to be doing the photography work that you really want to be doing, and hopefully you'll be able to stop shooting all those weddings soon. If you liked this video, I would love for you to share it and subscribe here on YouTube. And for more soaring inspiration and practical advice, come on over to shetakesontheworld.com and get my weekly updates. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time on She Takes on the World TV. We are living in a very fast-paced world, and I think we're all feeling the pressure, but something's gotta give, and I have an antidote for your busyness.